Previously on Supernatural Confessions Recon, the team and I explored the grounds of Sembawang Beach to uncover its dark past. Our trek led us through beautiful scenic spots where lovers and families enjoy the tranquility of what the park has to offer, forgetting that they are walking on ground where many lives were tragically lost. We found abandoned bunkers that were reclaimed and hidden by nature, religious artifacts and effigies discarded along the beach and in a forested area that was once the site of a kampong where documented reports of mystical events had taken place. Together with my recon team, consisting of Chichi, Sonia, Mel, and the videographers Wayne and Manish, we took the path less traveled to document ancient occult practices that are still taking place in modern times. In this continuing episode of Secrets of Sembawang, Walk Amongst the Forsaken, we delve deeper into the night and recount stories of the notorious Kampong Wak Hassan. This was the site of multiple paranormal sightings and a hotspot for occult rituals. Watch part 2 of this series to see how we might have possibly unleashed something that should never have been touched in the first place. My name is Eugene Tay, and you're watching us on Supernatural Confessions Recon. This is the area where the placentas are buried and plants grow from it.
Yes, of course, because it's nutritious, and as the placenta decomposes, the nutrients transfer back to the soil, therefore feeding the plant.
And do you know what other things a placenta feeds around here? So I'll tell you a story about this lady it's a first-hand experience. She shared it with me.
Okay.
She keeps cats, lots of cats at home. And when one of them passed away, she'll bring it to this Kampong Wak Hassan area to bury the cats, near where this plantation is right now.
Right.
And she was digging and digging and digging, and she was about to bury the cat. She also saw an old lady bending over on the ground as well.
Right.
So she didn't think too much about it. She thought, okay, someone else is burying something. But she was curious. After she buried her kitten, she walked over to see what the lady was burying.
Right.
And she saw the lady was not burying anything. In fact, she was digging up on the ground and eating the placenta.
It is known to be quite nutritious. There are even recipes of people incorporating placenta into their food.
And you would dig from the ground at night to eat a placenta.
She wouldn't want to be seen in daytime. I mean, who would want to be caught daytime digging out a placenta? I mean, she may have some sort of a weird taste for things. The same people that eat liver would eat placenta.
My God, you're right. So we can't be sure that's a hantu.
Exactly.
It could be just an old lady who
No,
wants to rob.
it cannot be that.
Steals placenta at night.
I'm sticking with that.
Sudahlah you. This is the area just right behind Wak Hassan, again at the end of the road, where it's a very famous place where people throw all the barang. What do I mean by barang? Is when you want to cleanse yourself of a negative entity, you want to cleanse yourself of curse. This is a place where you will go to a spiritual master. They will cleanse you and they will bury things here, or they will buang things here. In fact, buang sui, right? In fact, in this area, when you walked in, you felt something was already not feeling right. You heard things. Melvin felt someone poking his neck. Batteries just started to die. But more importantly, the both of you from X-Trackers, at this exact spot right in front of us, have conducted an Ujinali. And Ujinali is a courage test where you put an unfortunate victim in the center,
Yeah.
and you get him to do crazy rituals
Yes,
with the
definitely.
intention to attract spirits. So, and something did happen. So tell me about that.
We did a uji nyali test here, isolation test, charis test, with 3 of our members. So what we did is that we played a Oja board at the exact same spot. While doing that uji nyali, Chris was actually possessed. Not by one entity, by 2 entities. So the first one was Pocong. After he was possessed, he actually jumped around.
Yes.
And some of them tried to follow him up.
Mm.
Then after that, we get to take that one out. Right after, there's a nenek Kabayan.
Mm.
Directly is replaced while I was putting the spirit out of Chris' body.
Yeah.
In that exact moment, something also fell here, dropped, and we tried to find, but we don't know.
Something just shot out of him.
Yes,
into that direction.
yes. And Salih also did experience something while doing the isolation.
Yes.
Salih, tell me your story. What
While
happened?
we were playing the Oja board,
Yeah.
we were calling. Behind me, there's someone moving around. But when we turn, we cannot see anything. We can sense something is there on my right, but we just cannot see.
So I got asked a very important question.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything around me right now?
Yes.
Where is it?
That area. And that area.
Okay. So let's go that way.
Okay.
We found many burnt and discarded items that looked like they were used in a ritual. According to a spiritual master who conducts such rituals, this is the place where people go to release spirits, bury cursed items, or throw away idols that have become vessels for unclean spirits. The negative energy in this place has created a portal between our world and the spirit world, forming what we call the vortex of hell. For those who are not spiritually resilient, they might unwittingly bring something back with them if they walk through this place. Melvin felt someone touched him on his neck, leaving behind a visible bruise. The longer we stayed in this place, the more we felt our energies getting sucked out. We knew that the wise thing to do was to leave this place immediately, but there was one important thing that Chi Chi had come here to do. So we finally come to the tree that Chi Chi has been dying to do some crazy stuff. In fact, the last time we had this video of you on your recce, you found a box here.
Yeah, not only a box, I did found a bundle of cloth that they nailed into the tree. But right now, as you can see, we never see the red cloth anymore. It's only the nail is still attached on there.
Okay, so we have things here like a copper piece nailed to a tree with Thai wordings.
When you go nearer, you can see there's a lot of nails nailed on to the trees.
What's the purpose of these nails?
I'm not sure, but for me to see this nail is very small, I don't bother about it. The only one that I bother is this one. That's the big nail.
Here.
Yeah, this one. This one is being tied by this red cloth. As you can see, it's quite thick. The nail. The nail itself is quite thick. Okay, I try to take it out. The nail. What's the reason for them to nail?
Maybe the nail is there to prevent the spirit from coming out of the tree.
I'm not sure about that. I have to see whether that spirit will come up to me. I just want to see how long the nail is. Normally, when they call it paku Pontianak, it's a nail for Pontianak is very long. So this one is very short.
For what I see, this particular nail, right, with the red cross, right, is actually for sealing. Someone got possessed or got cursed or black magic, then they put it in here to bind into this particular tree at this spot.
So now that Chi Chi has removed the nail, what does it mean?
It means prison break. Yeah, there. Prison break.
Chi Chi, how are you feeling right now?
A bit headache, giddy on my head. All along just now, we don't hear any dogs barking.
Yeah.
But when I started to pull out this thing, the dog started to bark.
The atmosphere had changed drastically and a strong gust of wind blew through the area. Something was definitely not right. As if things weren't already going weird, Chi-Chi decided to bring the nail home with him. As we left the old kampong grounds, a strong foul smell like that of wet shit followed us. We checked all our belongings but could not trace the source of it. What's weird was that the smell would appear and disappear as if it was moving around us. For Secrets of Sembawang Walk Amongst the Forsaken, I'm your host, Eugene Tay. And if Chi-Chi doesn't die suddenly in his sleep, we'll see you guys for the next episode of Supernatural Confessions Recon. Good night.